Well, I decided I would take another walk on this pipe today, as I did yesterday, and I just miss it. I miss walking down here and hearing the waves and seeing the beach, see if the tide is out or in or whatever it's doing. I think I'll just jump down right here. Oh, can my 65-year-old legs handle this little 3.5-foot jump? We'll see. Hooah! Okay. All right. Okay. Looks like it's probably coming in. Here's a nice spot to go down. Wow, today is for sure one of the warmest days we've had since the beginning of the year. It's wonderful out here. Gosh, I miss these kinds of walks. It's weird to be dogless. It really is. It's weird to be dogless. I'm not really sure. I thought I had something to talk about today, and because I'm trying to make videos every day. One of the things I do need to mention, though, the rainy season is upon us in the Philippines, and being concerned about our jet pump, which is pulling the water out of the ground from the well, because we didn't get a well house to put over it. So that's something that we need to raise some money for. We don't need a big fancy thing. We just need something that's easily portable, but it's going to stay put in the high winds. So I'll need to hire somebody over there to build that while I'm still here. So any help with that would be great. Right now, Lila's just got an umbrella zip tied to the jet pump to keep the rain off the electronic parts. So any help you could throw our way, the fundraiser link should be somewhere on the Facebook page. But yeah, we could really use some help. Probably costs about $100, I would guess. Maybe $150 for labor and materials, just to get maybe some sort of fiberglass. I don't know. I got to talk to my guy Clifford, who lives there and has been helping us out. I'll put the ocean behind me because it's so beautiful. So yeah. Gosh, I really don't have a whole lot more to say. It's just that I'm appreciative of all the support people have been giving for our adventure in the Philippines. And I also appreciate, 2 weeks ago I had some amazing sales on my website. Nearly $1,000, which was unprecedented. It was sort of a Mother's Day announcement that I made, and people came right out and they bought some cool Mother's Day shirts. Now, Father's Day, I guess, is coming next month. I'm a dad and I don't even know. But I'm putting together some dog dad shirts, and if you haven't seen, I've got some World's Grumpiest Grandpa. My theme, if you haven't gone to my website yet, my theme on my website is my Grumpy Wolf collection. Be that coffee cups or t-shirt designs. I just you know me, I love wolves, and I wanted to get some humor out of it. So a couple years ago, I started drawing pictures. Actually, what happened to drawing the pictures is I hired my wife's my then fiance's son to color with his computer some pictures I had drawn for my Wolf Ways book. It's a book about the wolf family, and it's all in poetry to tell the wolf story. And so she told me he's a great artist, so I hired him to color all these pictures that I had in just line drawings, and he did a great job. It just took forever, and in the time it took him to finish, I learned how to do it. and here's the cool thing, because the other day I was talking about how people don't care, and I have this issue about people not caring. But I was explaining that to a customer at my booth at the farmer's market on how I had drawn these pictures with just using a mouse, and the mouse wore out. And then I hired my fiance's son to do the drawing. It took him a long time, so I started figuring it out, but I'm just using my computer and a mouse. Well, there was a couple standing nearby. They heard that story. Here's where my problem is. I keep this mental mantra, nobody cares, but these two people who were just standing by listening to my conversation showed up a week later, put a box in my hand. They said, "We heard your story, we want you to have this," and they gave me a drawing pad. They gave me a drawing pad. So there's proof positive that should be stuck in my little pea brain that people do care. But I still have this blockage. I mean, that should be proof forever, right? They're just standing by. They're just listening to a conversation, and they respond in caring and buy me a drawing pad, which I'm extremely grateful for. There was a bit of a learning curve, but I think I got it. I've been drawing a lot of pictures and I totally enjoy the time drawing pictures. But it really absorbs a boatload of time. When the time fleets away, I'll look up at the clock. I actually put a clock above my computer because I was always trying to see what time is it, how much time am I taking, and a lot of times I look up at that clock and I've been sitting drawing a picture for 5 or 6 hours. I don't eat, I don't drink, I don't pee, I just draw. So I need to get myself into a little better rhythm, because I literally will forget to eat when I'm buried in the idea of drawing. So what I think is happening to me right now, in spite of all my frustrations, the desire to be in the Philippines with my wife, the desire to care for my mom and be for her, there's a creative part of me that's coming out that's probably been stifled for a long time. I love making videos, I love editing videos, I love drawing. I'm not a good writer, but I occasionally have something to say. And this book that I'm almost finished with, I don't want to sound too haughty or anything, but I think it's going to be a good book. And I think it has a potential of maybe even, I even hate to say it, but maybe even transforming some people's lives. Because really this book is about a quest that I did not know I was going on. It just unfolded as I began to get a little crazy obsessed over something I read in the Bible before I went to sleep. And it haunted me. And I struggled with it. So I tell you all that whole story in the book is what was going on in my brain, what was I struggling with, and how did the answers come, and how did this whole thing unfold, and what did I come up with at the end of all this adventure in writing this book that I had no expectations from. I had no idea I was going to write a book. It was never in my agenda. I like just drawing and writing kids' books, not anything else. So I'm just sort of giving you a bit of a teaser on this. And what I'd like to do is once the book is officially edited and formatted and ready for print, I'm going to find a couple select people off my Facebook and send them the manuscript, whether it's got a title or not, and ask for a few people to read it and give me some feedback, because I really desperately need feedback. I don't know if it's good. My editor thinks it's great, but still, I guess I just need that reassurance and to discover that people do care and that they're willing to read a book written by some ex-wolf dude. So anyway, so here I am on this beautiful day in the sunshine. My glasses have gotten dark from I'm not wearing sunglasses. They're just prescription glasses that go dark. So, and it's not ever really a good idea to look at people with your sunglasses on, but I can't see anything without them, so there you go. Anyway, my friends, I don't even know what I just ranted about. I'll edit it and find out. But I just want to say thank you also for those of you who do care and demonstrate to me that you care. because they've still got this issue going on in my head. I'm going to enjoy the beach for a little bit, and then I'm going to head home and check on my mama and see what's next for the day. Thanks.